Hey guys, Kate here. Welcome back to another episode of the Wedding Planning Collective podcast. Today's episode is a little bit different in that I'm also recording a video for our YouTube channel because there is a visual component to this that you don't want to miss. If you're listening in an audio feed, you can find the link in the show notes, or you can always check out our socials for a recap of what we're going to be looking at today. In today's episode, I'm going to show you how ChatGPT can be an absolute game changer when it comes to planning your wedding. I'm sure we're all familiar with the traditional ChatGPT website. We've probably all gone there, used it for something to do with work, maybe finish up a school project, and there's no doubt that this is the future of pretty much everything when it comes to AI and content. And you might be surprised to hear that I don't think it's any different when it comes to wedding planning. There's definitely a huge benefit to being able to embrace AI and ChatGPT features to help make things much easier when it comes to planning your wedding. The big issue is when you go to the normal ChatGPT website and you ask questions about wedding planning, the responses that you get are pulled from literally the entire internet, which isn't necessarily a bad thing for some questions you ask, but when it comes to wedding planning questions, it can be really unreliable. And that's why I'm really excited to share the feature in the new Wedding Planning Blueprint course that is essentially ChatGPT, but just for your wedding. Let me show you how it works. And this is where, if you're listening, you might want to hop on over to the video. Okay, now to show you how to best use ChatGPT for your wedding, I'm going to give you a behind the scenes tour of the new Wedding Planning Blueprint course. So if you join us in this course, you'll have access to this feature. And right now, it's the only tool out there when it comes to wedding planning that can really give you the answers that you're looking for. So if you're looking at my screen here, this is the Wedding Planning Blueprint course. If you join us, you'll have access to the 5 modules that go over about 6 to 7 hours of content for what you need to know about planning your wedding. We go through all of the different components from your priorities when it comes to the wedding. Of course, we go in detail about budget, your guest list, wedding checklists, and then we get into hiring your vendor team. You know what? I'm not going to bore you with all of the details of what's included in the course. That's not why we're here. I am super excited about the content that is included in the course. I will tell you, it is 6 or 7 hours of me sharing my tips and tools and the things that you need to know about planning your wedding. You can get more information on the different topics and lessons that are included, but the value of the course is literally the same as hiring a planner for upwards of $8,000 to $10,000, and you're getting it for under $200 at this point, which will not stay the same, but this is the time to jump in. If you're interested, again, you can find out more information. That's not what this episode is about. This episode is about using ChatGPT to be able to help you plan your wedding. So when you're logged into your course, again, it will look like this. There are 2 main AI features used in this course. The first one is kind of like an intro to ChatGPT, and that's this search bar. This is very much course specific. If you're looking for something that I mentioned in the course, you simply type it up here. Hopefully you spell it right. And it's going to pull where I talk about whatever it is that you typed in any of these videos. So this is a good preview of the course here. You can see the different times that I talk about shuttle in transportation when it comes to your wedding. So this was the intro, I would say, to our ChatGPT feature. And I am so excited to show you this part. So down here in the bottom corner, for those of you who have access to the course, you click that. And this is essentially Wedding Planning ChatGPT. You can type in whatever wedding-related question you have, and it's going to pull from my content. So it's not pulling from random articles online or a blog post somebody wrote about their wedding that really isn't expert advice. It's just talking about wedding-related content. This is coming from the educational material that I have put together specifically for those who are planning their wedding. So let's say you want to know, what time should hair and makeup start? Hit return, give it a couple of seconds, and this tool is going to pull up, based on my content, what the answer to your question is. So it is vetted, it is experienced professional advice that you're getting here, not just answers based on whatever the internet comes up with. Again, serious game changer when it comes to planning your wedding. So let's look at the answer. What time should hair and makeup start? The answer is, when determining your start time for hair and makeup, it's recommended to inform your stylist what time you need to be done by and how many people will be having services done. Each stylist works at a different pace, so they will be able to determine the appropriate start time based on your needs. It's also suggested to allow some buffer time in case of any delays. Now, for those of you who I have worked with, you know that is spot on what I would say. And again, makes sense since it's pulled from my content. Now, if you are a member or if you have joined the course, you can also click references. If you want some more information, this is going to tell you that Module 3, Lesson 2 is definitely the module to go to get more details on creating your hair and makeup schedule. I am so excited to introduce this feature. I know, again, I can't say it enough. It's going to be a game changer when it comes to planning your wedding. I hope you will join us in the Wedding Planning Blueprint course. Again, it is literally $8,000 to $10,000 worth of value that you're getting for under $200 at this point. I am so excited to see you there and can't wait to share more information as we grow this course even more.